Hi, my name is Luisa Bolo, and today I will be doing my presentation on animal testing, specifically answering the question, is animal testing ethical? To give you guys a brief introduction on what animal testing is and what it's used for, it's essentially the experimentation of animals such as mice, rabbits, or primates, which allows for scientists to be able to control certain variables that could affect whatever subject is being tested on in order to conduct research for things such as vaccines or cosmetics. Animal testing actually has many medical advantages to it. One of these advantages is that it promotes the research of life-saving cures and treatments. As seen in the screenshot from animalresearch.info, the testing of mice alone has led to treatments for things such as muscular dystrophy, ovarian cancer, spinal cord injury, and stroke. Because of being able to test on animals, people that could have died are able to continue to see another day and continue their lives. Another benefit from animal experimentation is that it prevents human testing. Because certain animals such as chimpanzees share 99% of their DNA with humans, scientists are able to conclude that animals produce reactions that a human would to illnesses, and the outcomes from these experiments are pertinent to humans because the animals are biologically similar. Because of this, no human is needed to be sacrificed. Lastly, animal testing is the most adequate source for scientists to be able to experiment on. There are other forms of testing, such as the usage of cell cultures, but these experiments cannot yield the same productive outcomes as animal testing, for cell cultures cannot mimic the complexity of human beings. Since living animals hold the same characteristics of complexity, they are, for now, the most adequate source of research. Although there are many medical advantages, there are also many cons attached to animal testing. First of all, it is extremely unethical. Animal testing is vile as it causes the unfair suffering and death of many animals. Because of cosmetic testing, many animals are either left alive with conditions such as blindness and chemical burns on their skin, or they're left dead. And obviously, when testing for cures and treatments, they are forced to receive the illness, and most of these subjects end up dying. Additionally, animal tests are not as reliable when predicting results or determining if products are safe for humans, as they're anatomically and physiologically different from humans. Because of these differences, some research may turn out as insignificant and meaningless, as the cures may work on animals, but it would not be able to be viable to humans, thus making experimentation on animals pointless. Lastly, there are other alternative resources that do not risk the life of any living organism. For example, there are cell cultures and in vitro testing, where scientists are able to mimic conditions and create synthetic organs such as the skin or liver in order to produce reliable results, which makes animal testing unnecessary. So now, back to the question, is animal testing ethical? Personally, I do not agree with the death of animals in general, but I believe animal testing is ethical only if it is under the right conditions and regulations. For example, I think that experimentation on animals for treatments and cures for life-threatening illnesses is justifiable because the outcome of that research determines someone's life or death and proves to be a massive advantage to medicine and humans altogether. Whereas I believe the testing of animals for cosmetic and makeup purposes is unethical because it is temporary and superficial. So, as long as it is used for medical purposes and not for cosmetic purposes, it is ethical.